This game was so long on my wish list that I thought I would never get it, but now it's in print again, so yeah. What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are going to talk about the game called Gold West. As you already heard from the intro, this game was out of print, it was hard to find anywhere, and finally it is here, it is back in print. I now officially have my own copy, which I'm so hyped about. So yeah, let's get down to the table. Let me show you what's inside this box and then we'll talk some more about it. Okay, so let's check it out. Okay, so first of all, as always, we have the rulebook. Pretty easy game. As you can see at the back of the rulebook, each card, each part of the game is explained in a further details if you don't understand how they work. So basically there's like few pages of rules, nothing complicated. Then this is something that you don't get in this game. This is a Rolled West, a roll and write version of this game. So if you want to see a review of this, go check out the other video. I also did a review of this thing over here. And the components itself. First of all, you will have these chits that will be on this modular board. And these are really nice thick cardboard components, and on them you can see all type of different resources. This means you will get these resources if you pick them up when it's your turn. So you get these, so you get some wooden cubes that represent coal and wood, if I'm not mistaken, or is it maybe a stone? Not really sure right now. Where is it? One cube. Okay, so you get those, and of course there is a copper, silver and gold. This is just your regular six-sided wooden components, but they are painted in this like really nice reflective color. And each player will get components in their own color. I'll show you just one. So what you get is you get your little worker that you will track your points with. You get some stagecoaches when you ship your goods. When you ship silver or gold, you will move these on a track and you will earn some points that way. You get these nice little triangles. These are the tents that you will be building on the board while you are exploring the land for resources. And then you get these. These are your upgraded tents, so you can use them to make your tents upgraded and better and score you more points at the end of the game. And yeah, you get some tokens for each of the players. And what I really like about these tokens is when you are playing the game and when you give each player, wait, let me just sort them out so I can show you. This is the great thing, more games should do this. Okay, these are just for shipping. You get these when you do the shipping. When you're the first to claim the card, you can claim some extra points. And yeah, so these basically, you give this to a first, to a second, to a third and a fourth player, and automatically when you get them, they automatically explain you as a first player, because each player has a little bit of different setup. It explains you down here how your setup should look like, which I find super cool. Not sure why, but I find it interesting. Then you get some more tokens for victory points. These are the tokens for the Boomtown. All of this is pretty like heavy, thick cardboard, which I super adore when it's up to TMG, but we'll be talking about that later. And then you get these cards. You will take some of these cards, not all of those, so each game will be a little bit different. You will shuffle these and pick a few of them for the game, and you will be scoring points depending what they are searching for. When you ship them, it's over, nobody needs those anymore, so there you will keep them as your points at the end of the game. And then we have these tiles that you will be, and there's a river that goes in the middle, so basically you will be, let me just put it aside to quickly show you how the map looks. Okay, so you will set up the map randomly each time you play the game. So you will put this river in the middle and you will just put all of these tiles randomly. You can rotate them however you wish, and you will just put them like so. And this is pretty thick cardboard. I mentioned that a lot, but TMG has great components, so I really like to praise them for that, because I like when the components are good. And everything fits very snugly, as you can see, so you need to like push it a little bit, but once you are set up, you set up the board, you will take some of these tiles, put them over here so you can claim them for the end game scoring, and you will start playing the game. You will put all these tokens around the board, and you will be building your tents, picking up these tokens, which will give you resources that you will build more tents with. And each player starts with this player board. It is a little bit thin paper, but it kind of has that plasticky finish, which is awesome. It does not warp or anything. It really stays flat on the surface, which is a big plus. So while you are picking these tokens, for example, if you pick this token up, you will be putting it on this spot, or maybe this spot, or you will just be putting them over here, and whoever has the largest track will win the most points for all of these tracks. And this is the main mechanic. This is the shaft that you will be putting your resources in. For example, if you get, like, let's say you get these 3 resources, and you can now decide where you want to put them. And if you put them, let's say, over here in this spot, you will get 2 victory points. And when it's your turn again, you can pick these, and you will not randomly, but you will choose to leave one in this shaft, one in this shaft, and then anything that comes out, you can play this turn. All of these will have to wait another turn to be played once they are out. And yeah, but basically that's everything that comes in a box of Gold West. Okay, so that was Gold West, and you probably already figured it out from when I start this video from my intro and all that. I'm a huge fan of Gold West. I had a pleasure to play it and then realize it. I just adore this game, and the game was out of the print. Luckily now it's in print, back in print, so you can get it now, unless it is sold everywhere, because it's that good of a game. But yeah, the game is finally here. I have my own personal copy. It is going to my shelf of games that will probably never leave my collection. I like it that much. So yeah, the component quality, as always, this is a Tasty Minstrel game, so their components are top-notch quality. Even though your player boards are a thin paper, it has like that plasticky finish of sorts. So it is really not warping or destroying by sliding components maybe on it or something, even though you don't mess with it that much. So that is kind of part that I like the most about components. But overall, the cardboard is really nice, thick cardboard, as it is with all the TMG games, and the wooden components are just absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, the game itself, I really adore this mechanic when you pick up resources and then you decide how far down the shaft you will put those resources, because that means you will get more points for them, but you will need more time to get them out of the shaft and actually use them. And you have to use them in one turn, so you cannot have any leftover, and the leftover is lost. So you have to plan very carefully where to put them when you want to pick them up, and you of course need to leave some of the resources while you are traveling up on the surface, and whatever you come up with in your hand on a surface that you can use for that turn. I hope that was clear enough. You understood what I was talking about. I'm bad at explaining game, at least in English. But yeah, that mechanic is absolutely phenomenal. It is so interesting trying to decide where to put those resources, because when you get the resources, like, you can put them in the shaft that is like the furthest down. You will get most victory points if you do so. But that means that those resources will travel to the top a long time, and this is not a long game. It says 45 to 60 minutes, 2 to 4 players. That is about right when all the players know how to play the game. It is not like brain burning game or anything. You just pick one of those tiles, those round chips. You take the resources they're on, decide where you want to stick them, in what depth of shaft, and that is that. So deciding where do you want to put them, or do you want to put them all in the 0 spot, then you will get 0 victory points for them, but you will be able to use them next turn, because there's lots of in there. Maybe you want to use them next turn and do something before the other player does. I don't know. It is just so phenomenal game, such an easy to explain game, and you have this boom town, and you can just, I don't know, it has lots of different things that you can do in the game, and everything is so simple in mechanic to explain and to teach to everyone, but yet it is so strategic at the moments that you really need to think about what you want to do with your resources and everything. So yeah, that is that. Gold West is absolute must in a collection, if you ask me. I really adore this game. I don't see it leaving my collection anytime soon. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing, spending time with me. Love you all. Until next time. Pozdrav. Around and trying to find the most gold or sponsor the most. Points for whatever you did pick, because there is more than a few things that you can pick. Third time is the charm. This video was brought to you by philibertnet.com, the game in all its states.